Alright. Hello? It's like exactly 10:05. How are we doing? Oh, let me turn the music off. It's like super... Let's do that. Turn it down a little bit. How y'all doing? Yeah. It's like actually kind of nice right now. Temperature-wise, like weather-wise. It's kind of windy, but... Oh, why does my water taste like acidic? Ew. Alright, let me turn the music off. So, today, we're gonna be doing... Not actually doing any runs. It says Hollow Knight, and I'm not actually doing any runs today. I'm not actually playing the game. Just watching back my run from Thursday morning. Thursday morning I entered and participated in Japanese marathon event called RTA Bootcamp. Basically, it's an event for people that are new to events, new to marathons, want to get experience, or new to their speedrun game. I want to show it off. So I entered that. On Thursday. And yeah. Today we're just gonna be watching that back. This was this was all in Japanese because it's a Japanese event. It was all in Japanese, but good. That's why we're watching it today with English commentary for those of you who don't understand Japanese or want to hear it in English instead. Give me a sec. Alright, first off, so I don't know if people really know, but spelless. First off, spelless, beat the game, no spells, no VS, notably. No VS, which you usually use to kill the Elder Balder, into Green Path, and out of Ancestral Mound. But, yeah, no VS. I love how you can just see Quado in chat here, the math emote. That's the only time we're going to see math emotes in this entire chat. It's all just going to be RTA in Japan emotes and Unyo emotes. Alright. Yeah, spellless. No VS. What that means, you need to do long nail balders. Long nail balders means you need to get long nail. So you have to go to Salubra. You have to get 300 Geo. Go to Salubra, which requires the shapes. Buy long nail. Do long nail balders. And then get even more Geo for strength and a fragile strength and a nail upgrade. And then you just have to go through the game. That's basically it. So, yeah, let's just watch it back. I think we've waited long enough. Let's start. So, let me turn it down a little bit, because it's going to be in Japanese. It's going to be a bit weird. Oh yeah, so at the beginning, you're going to hear me. You're gonna hear me talk. This is just... Oh god, I'm so bad at talking Japanese. So, this is just me talking and reciting the Elegy of Hollowness, because I was like, that would be funny. Oh my god, you see all the emotes in here. And you see Quado with the math emote. I said, do not despair. It's a meme in the Japanese community from RTA in Japan, when it just became a meme. And yeah, it's just a thing now. Number 28, RTA Bootcamp, welcome. I'm just talking about, hi, I'm the first runner for this event. I'm playing Hollow Knight spelless, everything like that. Nothing super interesting. Talking about Hollow Knight. Yeah, this is a action Metroidvania game. It's a Metroidvania game. Unya ran it, the 17th one, which he did. And I think it's the... Yeah, this is the first time Hollow Knight's been at RTA Bootcamp since then. Talking about Hollow Knight. Came out 2017. Metroidvania game. Get upgrades, beat bosses. Get upgrades, beat bosses. Get dreamers, beat the final boss. Yay. See everyone saying yay in chat.
で、この今日走るスペルレスというカテゴリーの紹介をします。
They're talking about spells. Beat the game without any spells. Any percent gets VS, spells does not.
いろいろと。でも基本 any% しか走ってなかったんですよね。スペルレスはその any% 結構序盤の方で復讐の魂。
Oh yeah, by the way, I hold Reki for spelless.
スキル、魔法を取らない。
So that's fun. Got to run an event in a bootcamp event with as a world record holder. This run was so okay. Let me talk about this real quick. This run was so good. This run was so good until the very end. It was so good until the very end. And I'll talk about that later. But it was so good until the very, very, very end, and then it was sad. I'll talk about that later. Alright, let's keep watching.
メインボードには見つからないやつ。で、今回はですね、ちょっと遅いカレントパッチで走ります。1.2 は
running on current patch 1.2 1.21 won't run on my laptop. And current patch is 1.5, however I'm running on 1.4 because long nail balders are only possible on 1.4, or it's a lot tighter on 1.5, it's tighter than frame perfect basically. And also my laptop barely runs 1.5. Why is my water so acidic? So sour. What the heck? Oh yeah, running in Chinese, low quality because my laptop can barely stream. I got new Reki the day before. I got Reki like the day, 1 or 2 days before this event. And it was a 44, it was a 4408, and then I got a 4359, and then I realized that it didn't have game audio. So it wasn't submittable to SRC. So I kept doing runs, and I never got a time that good again. I never got a sub 44 again. Which is fun. Oh yeah, I started, by the way. I started the run. Skip the cutscenes because cutscenes are slow, and for speedruns we don't like slow.
で、タイマースタートですね、もうすぐ。皆さん、グッドラックありがとうございます。で、タイマースタート。
Thank you for the good luck. You see all the Uno emotes. It's so funny. Seeing, because usually in Japanese events you see more so RTA in Japan emotes. You see RTA in Japan emotes, the one that say RTA. Like all these good luck emotes. This banana, I guess. There's so many Uno emotes. Like you don't usually see this, you usually see a lot more of this. You usually see a lot less of this. It's so funny. It's so funny that there's so many non-RTA in Japan emotes. Like, there's the RTA Bootcamp ones too. That say good luck. But an overwhelmingly large amount of these. Move around, swing with your nail, cut the doors down, swing at the enemies, deal damage. I'm just explaining like the game mechanics
釘を切ったりするんですけ
I
どね。
never
で
explained.
ここ
Apparently,
よ
I
うやく
never
ある程度
explained
スト
pogos,
リック、ポゴ
which is interesting.
そうやってポゴして、ちょっとした、スキップします。ちょっとした悪い動きですね。
Apparently, I did, just
まあ
like
そういう
right
のを
there.
ちょっとずつ挟みながら走ります。
I
で
just
左に
barely
左上に見えるこの、丸いや
just
つですね。
there explained
丸いやつは
pogoing,
ソウル
but
で
like
す。
that's
ソウ
it.
ル回復や魔法に使うやつです。
Talking about top left, the
魔法がわから
round
ない
thing
で
is
すよ
the
ね。
soul.
スピルレスなので。
Use it for healing or
その横
spells,
に
even
見
though
える
it's
5つが
spellless, so you
体
don't
力
use
で
it for
す。
spells.
これが0に
And
な
then
る
the
と
5
死ぬ。
max are
まあ当たり
health.
前です。で、その下にあ
That
る
gets
のね。
depleted, you die.
ちなみに
Basic
ここ
game mechanics.
戻
Talk
りま
about
す。なぜかというと、ちょっと
how you go back because it's spellless. Spellless?
で
Spellless?
この
Let's
ジオっ
just
て
let
書い
it
てある
run.
やつちょっと、ここで増えますが、
Spellless because
ジオです。
you
こ
use
こでプラス
literally just your nail. You
ジオ
get
です
fury.
お金です。お金欲しい。だから
You get
集め
fury
る
because
そういう感じです
first
でこ
off,
れはようやくアイテム。
first off, it makes long nail boulders a lot simpler because you only have to do it 4 times instead of 6. Yeah, you get fury here. Makes long nail boulders shorter. You only need to do it 4 times instead of 6. It makes Umu 2 cycle possible. Makes Umu 2 cycle possible, which is like super important to make it shorter because an extra cycle is like 20 seconds. And you quit out. If you walk right at the transition into Dirtmouth, a tiny bit, you just get a hard save there and you can warp back. Important to know for categories that get Fury, and also for Rando. For Rando, that starts in KP. Not talking to Elderberg because it's slow. Down the well. Yeah, Fury, it's 1.75 times damage, increases your nail damage from 5 to 9, which is a big difference. It's like almost double. Nice inventory drop. I was so proud that I got the inventory drop. And I actually explained it, which is nice. 1 frame because current patch. Frame perfect trick. You need this Geo to get a crossroads stag. This one was like actually like really good. The run itself was really good. Aspits? That is so little Geo. I just noticed that 4 Geo from the first Aspit went up here. That's a lot of Geo that I just missed and couldn't do anything about. Wow, okay. And I still got like 9 Geo, wow. From Aspit Arena. Why did I take damage there? And then I got a floaty corner, like a bad float corner. I don't know if it's called bad flow, I don't know enough about glitches. Which I should, because I can literally just get bench storage down the well. Talk about how when you're casual, you're just gonna be moving around and that's like all you can focus on. That was an airwalk. Right here, you get a crossroad stag because spelless comes here and has to go back to Dirtmouth, and the stag is the fastest way to do that. Go down instead of up. Take damage. Take damage. Take damage to set up Fury. Which, here, I don't know if it's worth to use Fury. It's worth to set up Fury. Because it makes cleanup really quick. Because you can one-shot all the little tiny Gruzzers. But Gruzzmom, I don't know if it's worth to use Fury for Gruzzmom. It probably is, but it's scary. This was okay cleanup, except for that one that got away. Oh, hey, Binary. Thanks for the good luck. Just watching it back in English. Watching back Thursday's run in English. Save Sly. And here, I made it...
死ん
a
でし
little.
まっ
I
た。
did a little
あ、
bit.
これはどうしよ
Oh
う。
no,
あ、ジ
I've
オがなく
died.
なった。
Oh
そうだ
no,
なく
this is
なった。
bad.
あ、ど
What
うしよ
shall,
う。
whatever shall I
というわけ
do?
でスタ
And
ゴを
then
呼
I
びま
just go
す。
up.
で、スタゴを呼んで、影くん回収しに行きます。と
Oh
見
no,
せかけて、
what do I
影に行
do?
きます。
And then I just go up. I just
ここは
ignore the shade.
ずーっと
You see all the shade emotes down here.
4日前ぐらいに。で、こいつ倒します。
And yeah, this is a new route. I just talked about that. This is a new route that came out like days before this event
で、ジオを
that I thought of,
ここ、場所が
which only works. So yeah, this what I do to kashikoi. This reroute is smart. I thought of it because I was like, what? I was thinking of spelless because I submitted spelless to this marathon, and I was like, I was thinking about spelless, and I was thinking, how can I make the beginning quicker? Because I was thinking maybe you could get Geo. Then I realized you could just leave your shade at Salubra. You could just leave your shade at Salubra, and that makes it so that you don't, because your shade skip up to Salubra twice. So what if you just leave your shade there? You don't have to set up the shade skip the second time. And I'm like, that's so smart and so fast. And I was like, is it so fast and so smart? Because you get Gruzmom Geo, and that just stays with your shade. So I timed some stuff out, and I found out that you can just kill this big guy here, the Huskguard, twice to get enough Geo. I'm like, this is so smart, and it saves like 5 seconds. It doesn't save like any time at all, but it's smart, and it does save barely some time. This was scary, because if I die here, I'm just,
ここで死んだらほぼアウト。で、
it's like a 20, no, not more, not 20, it's like a 40-second time loss.
影くんのエモートが貼られてる。
But yeah, go up,
ここですね。
fight
こいつを
False Knight, which is a lot less scary than you
1、
think,
2、3、
because it's just 8 hits per cycle,
7、
which
8
isn't
偽りの記事
difficult
8発当てたら
to get
倒れる
in.
これフューリー使うとですね。
Isn't like particularly difficult.
1、2、3、
1, 2, 3, 4.
6、
I missed
7、8、うまい。
a swing there.
ちょっとミスっ
I
た。
still got the fast cycle. I missed the swing there, and I still got the cycle.
怖い。
Part of this is because I've run TE, so I know the full 13 hit cycle,
偽りの騎士。これで
which requires 9-4.
プランだと
But
前の RTA
still.
ルートへ抜けるんですが、ここでは
You
倒
don't
し
skip
ます。
False Knight.
で、ここで最後に
And why?
ここを
Because
始
you
め
need the
て
Geo. You need the 200 Geo from the
で
chest.
すね。ちょっと
I healed for no reason.
で、なぜ倒すかというと、このジオが欲しいです。このジオが欲しいだけ。
Yeah. In the chat, Mia says
で、平井はどうし某者に書いてない。
damage is 1.8 times as much with nail zero. So the 13 cycle becomes an 8 hit cycle, which is
むしろ怖い。
very,
欲しく
very
ない。
useful
で、またセーブクイットして、
because it makes it a little bit faster. Makes it like 5 seconds faster, I think, maybe 6.
261ですね、今のところ。
Did I call the stagger earlier? I guess I did.
で、ようやくしたいことを見せかけてまた上行きます。
And you're not going to save the shade, then just go up, get more Geo, because you need
ここまた
300 for
倒
long
します
nail.
ジオ必要です。
And the 50 from Grossmom is gone.
ジオ集めて、
The 50 from Grossmom is gone because your shade is
これで
there
300
and has the 50 Geo,
300持ってれば大丈夫。
which makes the Geo a bit
300
tight.
持ってます。だから大丈夫です。
So
なぜ300かというと、この後チャームを使います。
that's the main thing with this reroute is you need so much extra Geo because False Knight gives you 200, you need
回
300.
収したいよね。回収したい。だから回収する。ようやく下行きます。2回目。
I wish I could
上と下2回ずつ行きますね。
listen to, so the Japanese community was all in a VC for this, and I wish I could just listen to what was going on in that VC
ドロップうまい。
because I really want to know what was going on in that VC, like what they were talking about and stuff.
で
It's fine.
行きますね。ここグラザーママがいた場所ですね。そのちょっと先に影くんがいるはずなんですが、
All right,
どうでしょうかね。影くんがいない。
Shade is not here. And shade is over
回復
here.
いた、回収できる。やっとできる。うわー、やったー。
Yay! Our shade is here. We can get our shade, and then we ignore the shade and we just go up.
で、これそれぐらい
Another part of the shade bit.
チャームを買います。ここ、長い区域です。
By
長い
long
区域ですね。普段の RTA だと、
usually you get shaman here for like any percent, any categories really. You get shaman. But spelless doesn't get any spells, which is the only thing that shaman affects, so shaman, you don't get it because it does nothing. It's just a waste of 220 GL.
便利ですね。カジュアルプレイでも便利ですし、ここの RTA トリックにも欠かせない。で、ここ、普段は
long nail's useful.
カジュアルプレイで見ないやつですね。オーバ
So
ーチャ
you
ーム。
just
無理やりつけます。
so
チャームを
even in casual playthroughs, and then here, I talked about overcharming for like 10 seconds, which no one knows in their casual that you can just force a charm on. They see 3 charm notches and they're like, oh, you can only put on 3 charm notches worth of charms. You can put on 1 extra charm on top of that, as long as you have a free notch. And yeah, you take double damage. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you know about overcharm. But yeah, I talked about that. Go up, long nail, and then long nail boulder time.
代償があります。その代償とはというと、ダメージを2倍受けます。ダメージを倍受けます。怖い。だからダイモン使
And
わな
then
い。
any percent and stuff, don't use it because it's just scary, and you play a lot more careful when you're at 1 health.
きますね。
And you only have 3 hits to take.
きますね。これはもちろん
Take damage.
使うため。
Take damage to set up Fury.
発動。
If there's a Gruzzer there, I'm basically dead and I can't do anything about it,
で、これ、
which is
スペレ
scary.
スの醍醐味。
And long nail boulders. Jump into the ceiling.
釘だけで倒します。
Jump into the ceiling.
あ、
Hit the boulder.
ここ7発は
And this is a frame perfect turnaround, which is annoying because you basically need SSD to do this, or you have to pause buffer it,
あ、2回できた。これで
which is a frame perfect pause, which isn't actually too bad without SSD. This is basically an SSD specific trick.
あ、ダメか。
And also, you
これ
can't
あと
tell
1回。
with
あと1回。
with 30
あと1回。ちゃん
frames.
とやって。できた。よし、これで OK。
Honestly, this was like pretty
倒
fast.
せますね。
And then I healed because it's a marathon. I don't want to die
1
here.
フレームの1フレーム猶予を何回かやってます。
Because if I die, the shade goes away from Salubra, and that's like 20 seconds time loss.
思ってる以上に難しくない。難しい。何言ってんだ僕。難しいです。やらないでください。
It's yeah, long nail boulders. It's literally frame perfect. It's not easy to do.
緑ですね。結構
The line boulders actually I found out myself,
こ
which
こ
I'm
は
kind of proud of.
ホーネットちゃんに会うとこですね。ホーネットちゃんに会ってダッシュをもらい
And then
ます。
green path. Green path's like
2% とほぼ
pretty much. It's pretty different. Like the routes mostly the same. The things that you do, the skips that you do, and how you do them is pretty different.
解除するから。あと後で
Take off the overcharm because it's an event. If it wasn't an event, I would probably stay overcharmed.
影響してきます。
Because I like overcharmed green path. It's scary.
ファイアボールスキップしたいところですが、ファイアボールないので、
No fireball skips because no fireball, no spells.
保護して
So you just
できない。
pogo. This took 15 seconds. It was so
で、
long.
こいつ、
Well, it wasn't like 15 seconds. It was more like 8,
これで、
maybe a bit more. Maybe it was like 11.
保護。できた。よし。
And that was so tight. I was scared. I didn't think that would make
偉い
it.
できた。
I didn't think that would make it. And at that point, I would have to reload the room,
これ
which
それ
luckily
の
isn't too
その
long.
保護トリック
But
はカジュアルでもやりました。なぜわからない。
oh yeah, I did that. I did that
で、ここもファイアボールスキップしたいところですが、
Squid Pogo?
ファイアボールないので、
my casual for some reason.
カレントパッチだと、
And I was like,
2秒ぐらい
I
の
was talking about like, why did I do that in my
再び
casual?
保護できます。早い。
And I never went down a stone sanctuary or anything because of that. Until like much later on in my playthrough. And
ここに
green path.
攻撃士君がいるんですが、
This was all okay. 60 Geo is like pretty good for being here. 60 Geo is a lot. And then lots of pogos. 7, 8, 9, 10. Get all 40. Go next. I want geo, therefore I get it. I get 40 geo, therefore I am happy, is what I was saying there. That's like an ongoing joke in this run. Yep, right here. VK, you go up and skip VK. Because you just get Moss Knights and that covers everything. Because you need Moss Knights and you also need Shrumels for the Charm Notch. You actually don't need the Charm Notch. You only go over there because it's the closest way to Claw. And you're basically forced to get the Geo if you go over there. This is not a good Moss Knights. Like, I took way too much damage. But it was okay-ish fast. It could have been faster. Alright. Get all the Geo. This is way too much Geo. Yep. Get this. This is definitely... Real quick. So, this Wanderer's Journal, I like, not extensively, but I timed it out a little bit in practice on stream once, and there's, so the any percent nil upgrade route says you should get Mantis Village Journal. There's no way that Mantis Village Journal is faster than this. This is, like, by far faster than Mantis Village. By a pretty big margin. Also, I lied. You see Kuro in chat with the math emote. Fun. Yeah, this is like a full second or so faster than getting Mantis Village. Even without VS. Even without VS. Alright. Hornet was pretty good. It was okay. It was okay. It was okay, could have been faster, but it was okay. I did a lot of up slashes, which I was kind of proud of. I did heal, because I was scared. And for some reason she did not jump back, which she usually walks back like that, or jumps back like that, so I was like very confused when she didn't do either of those. I see someone talking about when Silk Song. 1, 2, 3. Silk Song is gone. You get Mothwing Cloak. I say Mothwing Cloak in Japanese. You see, you heard me say Mosuringu Kurok. That's literally just Mothwing Cloak in Japanese. Save quit, back to menu, gets you back to Green Path Waterfall. Which you need because you need Geo from... You also hear me clicking a lot. That's because clicking through the main menu is a lot faster than not clicking through the main menu for some reason. On current patch, on 1.2.1 it doesn't matter. On 1.2.1 you can just use controller, and then I forgot. I always forget that you have dash here. Because it's just any percent movement. So I'm like, you don't have dash here, because it's any percent. And then I have dash here, and it just makes everything go weird. And I'm like, why? Oh, the backup Squid Pogo was actually okay. Then I get this first try, which is super nice. Alright, go down. Go down and do MMC. Alright. Yeah, this part of the room was not bad at all. If you dash from that middle platform that I landed on there... Hold on. Also, that was kind of slow. If you dash from here... If you dash from here, you dunk into the acid. So you have to dash from either here... You have to either dash from here, or you might be able to dash midair, and that might work. I'm not sure. But yeah, like, I jumped there. I think at this point I was at like plus like 8 to my PB. which is Reki. Unsubmitted Reki, by the way.
10ちゃんと集めましょう。28。
Which is like,
偉い。
for a marathon, that's a really good run, especially for
20
a
発
category this unoptimized.
10、13、14、15、16、17、19。近い。怖い。でも倒せた。
20.
OK。
Get all the Geo. Which this gives me 300 Geo, right?
300
I got all 300, and that's actually, like, not a lot. I'm only 10 over, because you need 596, Shrooms give you 90, you need 86 to unlock,
で、ここ落ちます。
86 to unlock Leg Eater, and then 600 to get Strength. So it's actually not a lot of Geo that I got over.
ここ、霧の警告。
I hard fell for no reason,
ダッシュのところ。
dashed into the jellyfish,
2% でも、ちょっとだけ見る場所ですね。
screwed
今
everything
のと
up.
ころはスルーです。ここ、女王の駅、クイーンズステーション。下にマスクの破片がありますが、やっぱりスルー。
Alright.
上行ける？
Then fungal. Did I mess this up? Oh yeah, you can damage tank here and get a pogo in if you're like really good and get good RNG. Otherwise, you have to go around, which loses like 8-ish seconds, I think. Maybe a bit less. Maybe like 6. 3 health is not good here, because that's like 1 hit from a spork and 1 hit from something else. So it's scary, but it's okay.
後でもっと嫌いなクラゲが出てきます。
Talk about. Someone in chat said I don't like these jellyfish. I hate these jellyfish, and I said you're gonna meet a jellyfish that speedrunners hate even more later. Named Umu. And you see Umu with sunglasses.
日本語名なんだったっけ？日本語名調べようって思って調べなかった。
And then Shrooms for the charm notch, which actually, fun fact, T, true ending, I think it's definitely faster on current patch, even with the Shade Solar out, with the Shade Solar out. Yep, there it is. The Umu sunglasses. Why is Umu's sunglasses so good? Why is this such a good emo? Like, what makes it such a good emo? I'm so confused, but it's so good. It's so funny. But yeah, true ending. A current patch, Shade Solar out. It's optimal to get this charm notch and input on Dream Wielder. It saves like 16 seconds in required Dream Nails, and VK and Shrooms only loses like 15 to Moss Knights. And even more Umus. There's like 6 Umus. Why are there 6 Umus? But yeah, Dream Builder saves time, and it also I think it also saves time even on 1221. On 1221, it saves about 11 seconds on required Dream Nails, and it could, if it saves more than 4 seconds elsewhere, then it's just optimal. It also makes it a lot comfier. It makes Hornet 2 a lot comfier. It makes Radiance a little bit comfier because you get an extra cast of Soul on Plat's phase. I don't know. I was like so confused that they just spit again. Yeah, the charm notch heal up, which doesn't really matter because you have to go up to Leg Eater anyways.
で、これ10溜まったので686必要です。696やっぱり10多いですね。落ちるの。
And fall into the acid for no reason.
こっち行きます。こっちにはですね。
Doesn't matter because there's a bench here.
天守キャラ、
Why? That wasn't the stream. That wasn't the stream. That was my game. That was my game that froze for like 2 seconds.
というわけでこっち行きます。こっちにはですね。
Right here, as soon as I sat on the bench, it just freezes for 2.5 seconds for no reason. And I'm like, oh my god, my run's dead. Because if I sit on the bench and it doesn't, it freezes mid save, then the save is corrupted. Probably. So I was like very scared. It could have just been a soft lock there, and I could have just been screwed. And I wouldn't be able to do anything about it. Good static slash. I mean, my fungal movement is not bad. My fungal movement is not bad because I used to actually have current patch 80% calm sub for Claw, but then Somni took it. I could get it back probably if I tried to, but yeah. Not important. And then E-Pogo, which you don't have Fireball, so you can't do Comfy Pogo, you have to do Panta Pogo. Or V-Sync Pogo. And I fell once. Boom. Boom. I'm so good. So good. So good. I always think about, like, that's, like, actually really good that I got. Like, that is difficult. And getting that first try is not easy. And then Mantis Pogo, too. Like, Mantis Pogo first try is really good. And then Claw. Real quick, we can... it's fine. Just keep watching. This is like 22 minutes in to like an hour-long run. Like 40 minutes into the stream. Yeah, that Claw was like pretty good. It was pretty good, except I fell into acid once. And then I fell down before E-Pogo. And I gained 0.1 to my PB. I gained 0.1 seconds to my PB, and I'm like, that is like such a good split. Why'd I only gain that much? And then this climb, I like lobbed out a little bit to figure out. What was the fastest route? This is basically the fastest route. I messed up a little bit, but pretty fast. Get that wall jump, Pogo. I didn't need that wall jump. Oh my gosh.
日本人走者だとね、ほとんど any% 走ってる人なんですよ。
Talk about how Japanese runners mainly only run 80%, which is a given. 80% is the most popular category by far. There's 80% 1-2-1 and current patch runners. And I don't think there's any glitch. I don't think there's any Japanese glitch runners, which is interesting. There's only NMG runners. And Shade. And this is where you just shade skip. Get the shade, get the like 60 geo. And you want to do an MMS at some point? Oh, nice. Part of me wants to do like glitch categories too, but I'm also like, well, first off, my laptop would be like perfect for it. Second off, the thing is, I don't know if, I would be very, very confused with glitch categories because I don't know how glitch categories work. Like glitches, I don't know how half the glitches work. Or like 90% of the glitches work, so I don't know. And this is Kentucky MMS, potato MMS. I would try my best. And then I talked about how it's in Chinese and you can't read it. They're like, the dreamers are like, don't get rid of our barrier. And I made a joke, which was dumb and stupid, and maybe it was funny. I don't know. It was just recreating that Final Fantasy FF7 scene with Cloud and Sephiroth. What was it? It was go back to my memories. I will never become a memory, and just replace memory with dream, and then yeah, that just fits in perfectly with this cutscene. Go back to my dreams where you belong. I will never become a dream, and then the night leaves. Ah, sorry, that was probably loud.
2つのシリーズから引用しましたが、で攻める。よし、OK。
That was good. That was really good. That dash was good. And I was like so scared that I would miss it.
あ、上落ちる。そこ
And
で落
then
ちる。
why did I fall
攻めてそ
there?
こで落ちる。
That like actually lost 7 seconds.
そこで落ちるのなんか論外なんだけど。
I got the first dash and then I messed that up and lost 7 seconds
今
from
ね
it.
まあ7秒ぐらい思いま
Which is
したね。
fun.
7秒ぐらいプラスつきましたね。それでもプラス 3.9 なんで。で、これ、夢見の釘。
And it was only like plus 4 because apparently I messed up somewhere else in my last run.
取れました。で、できるかどう
Then
か。シビア
green no. Here.
ポーズ
Seer
しまく
skip?
って。
Seer skip?
できない。まあいいや。
Nope. No seer
実
skip.
はできませんでした。ごめん。で、
However, instead of seer skip, I got the dream no drop here.
これでも
Which is like just as
同
fast.
じ効
Ah,
果
no, it's not just as fast because you have to wake up
難しい。
animation. It's also frame perfect. But also,
で、戻ります。
you have to mash pause. Seer skip might as well just be just as tight.
2% でも見る。こっから王の駅に。
I think I heard that
じゃあちょっと
seer skip is easier on 1.5.
夢釘ドロップ知らなかった。
No,
起き上がりながら倒れる。まあ、主要はほとんどは
Bit of context for this message. 起き上がりながら倒れる means wake up as you're falling down. Get up as you're falling down. You see why that's funny. It's also funny because it means like fall down as in the like fall down, like not downwards, like it's like fall forwards type thing. And it's like you're getting up while also falling down. And it's like, what does that mean? It's like, what does that mean? 1432 is the most difficult for seer skip, and 1221 is the easiest. Yeah, I can see that. I think, yeah, 1221 is, I think I remember people saying 1221 is the easiest and current patch is the hardest. And that current patch is like basically impossible. But then 1.5 came out and people were getting it consistently, and people were like, yeah, it's easier on 1.5 than 1432. But I think it is still easier on 1221.
同じですからね。で、というわけでここ王の駅。
I got the walking sword here even though it's current patch for no reason.
王の駅。
Like it literally did not
敵
matter.
はほとんどスルーします。こ
Go
の
down.
RT 基本敵はスルーしますね。たまにこことかジオ必要な時は倒します。
Defeat them. Which I don't actually know. I think it might be faster to just skip middle row and just kill bottom row instead. I just thought about that. I think killing bottom row is faster.
まあいいや。この曲雰囲気いいですよね。
Because it gives like comparable geo. Bottom row gives more geo. With more enemies that have less health.
方も多いかと思いますが、上行きます。
And then you go up here.
ハローネストの紋章、また重要アイテムですね。
King Seal.
で、ここ。
Which people don't know. And then major glitch. Bench storage. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't really gain anything from it.
回復しま
I
す。
fixed it. So it's still, it's like kind of one major glitch, but
やっとタイトル出てきましたね。そう。読めない。ごめん。涙の都。
and then it says City
涙
of
の都に
Tears.
来ました。で、こいつ、知らない人も多いでしょう。また。
Gorgeous Husk, you literally just
お金をいっぱい
slap them in the
入れます
corner a bunch.
スペルレス
You slap them in the corner a bunch, and
スペ
it
ルを使って
works.
ダブル当てたいんですが、ないので、
And you just do 220 damage with your nail. 14, 220, which is 16 hits. I know that because it's the same health as Water Knights.
回収。 いつものかなり稼ぎ、そうですね。ほぼ何のカテゴリーでも
Alright.
早いから倒します。で、ここまた2% とちょっとルート
Go
が変わ
over
ってくる。
there. Go straight up because you don't need to open
ちゃんとした
the big door. I got airwalk, which just makes it so you can't
で行き
pogo.
ます。ここ普通潰さないといけないんです
Interestingly
ね。
enough, sometimes you just get airwalk there.
で、ここ 1.2 あと勝ち割る場所ですね。レバー引いて。
And that movement is just true running movement.
仮に
And
飛ばっちゃい
it's
けないので
also applicable for any current patch category that that goes up here. with, dash claw.
修正で正規ルートで行きます。
Which is this category, or like any percent, or like literally anything.
こいつ倒しますね。
Shazel T does that too. Why did I take damage there? Like, that was not good damage to take.
ちょっと
You hear my keyboard like the entire time.
体力3ちょっと低
And
い。
it was like,
でも大丈夫。
I was like, I thought it would be louder, honestly. But it wasn't as loud as I thought it
見えない
was.
からちょっと対応しづらい。で、やっとレバー引きます。こっちからレバー引く。
And you get the lever.
上に行って
It's light, which is
と
nice.
戦うかと思いきやこっち行きますね。
Which on once it's one, it's not.
スペルです。
'Cause you don't go through the bottom, which is what makes it light.
大ワンペ嫌い。これが1.2 で走る理由ですね。大ワンペ。
I got the wall cling storage again. It does nothing. I want to know that that wall cling storage does nothing
レバー勝ち割れて早い。しかも楽。
on current patch.
で、レバー引いて
Hit
下
the
行きます
elevator
ね。
up.
で、ここみんな大好き。石油王レモおじさん。あ、
Go
レ
to
バー引いてないわ。
Which I didn't hit the lever, which I was supposed to
考
hit.
古学者なんですけど、
No big deal.
考古学者なんですけど、アルテ奏者にとっては、銃を
And go to
優
Lem,
しいおじさん
who
で
is
す。
in who's like a historian, but in speedrunning, it's literally just the guy that gives you
み
money.
んなレモおじさんありがとうって言って、
And I said, everyone say thank you, Mr.
というわ
Lem.
けで左行きます。レバーちゃんと
I
引い
said,
て、今度は
Thank you, Mr. Lem, and everyone says thank you, Mr. Lem.
下行きます。こっち2%が
This was so funny. Like, I didn't think people would actually say it, but then everyone said it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm running in an event. This is like when I was like, oh my gosh, I'm running in an
ス
event.
ペルないので、攻撃力がちょっと貧弱です。
Thank you, Mr. Lem. it was so funny.
なので空位強化してそれをちょっと補っていきますと。でこれで空位強化1回して、1回目は総額の、功績でしたっけいらないので、
Then no upgrade because you need
空位を
you need no one to do
ダメージになります
Umu one cycle, and it also just makes things faster in general.
強化してもらって、ちなみにですね、空位強化4回まであるんですが、
It makes Watcher Knights easier, it makes Umu easier, it makes Devouts easier, which people don't usually think about. It makes PHK easier,
でここからみんな大好きウォッチャーナ
but
イツ
mainly it's what is it called? Mainly it's Watcher Knights Umu in the Devouts. Mainly Umu in the Devouts. Watcher Knights becomes faster too though.
ありがたい。ああ、
There is a route for spelless that takes deep nest route. It's basically just deep nest route for 1.3 to any percent. Except it does spelless early game. Which I don't know if it's faster. I think it's slower. I think it's slower than QGA route, but who knows? Maybe it's faster. I think QGA route's faster. Because the main time loss is having to do Petrus, which is not quick without VS. And because you have to just swing your nail, you just have to hit them with your nail 4 times, which is not fast with flying enemies that stay away from you.
見えても落ちる。
Alright.
ここ 2% の墓場と言われてるウォッチャーナイツの時間で
And then
す。
Watcher Knights. I talked about how
ちなみにここ
you can just
カジュ
open
アル
this
プレイヤーだと分かんないんですけど
ceiling
ね。ここ開けてこれ切れ
and
ま
then
す。
you
シャンデリア。
hit the
シャンデリアを落
chandelier.
とすとなんと
Takes out one
一体
watch a night.
崩れてます。
You just don't know this in your casual,
5体になります。で、オプチャーナイツ。
which makes it like quite a bit easier because you only have to worry about 6 as opposed
遅
to.
延が早いな。すごい遅延してくる。すんごい遅延してくる。
And then for some reason, the first one just bounced like 4 times, and that's just slow. I've probably lost like a good 10 seconds just there alone. Alright.
実物全
And
然
then
可愛くない
I actually didn't really do a very good job of keeping the damage balance between the two watchers.
で、2体
For
重なった。
them
一瞬だったけど重なった。
or the next pair.
1体倒しちゃった。
Like there, I took that one out so quickly.
あ、倒した。
And then that was so slow. And I just had to go through this with
同時に
3
倒したい
health. I couldn't like heal or anything in between.
こっち
That
に
would have been slow.
これでバランス。1。
Honestly, I think spelless Watcher Knights is easier than 90% Watchers. Cause you just have to jump, pogo, swing your nail, and dodge. You don't have to worry about not being able to move from VS. You don't have to worry about dodging and worrying about casting VS because it's slow or anything. You just swing your nail and dash and pogo and stuff. And super nice. And your nail does 14 damage instead of 5. Which is also super nice. I think you do more DPS if you can hit both of them at once. Otherwise, VS double hits, triple hits are just too good to be beaten out by nail
で、あと
alone.
できるだけこうやって
Because that's like
同時
60
にダメージを与える。
if you triple.
うまい。今のはマイナ
That
ス
one I kept them at pretty
OK。
even health.
2% より全然簡単な
Which
気
is
がし
pretty
ます。
nice.
で、登ります。ここで
And I love how you just see a bunch of Watcher Knights in
34
chat.
分ぐらいかかってますが、ようやく
It's so
初の
funny
ト
just
リ
seeing
マ
a
ー
bunch of them.
の元に向かいます。で、ここ、レース。レースです。
Alright.
はい。
That was nice. I made it up.
感謝ルリンの元へ行きます。
First streamer, and for any percent, this would be like halfway through the run. This run is like
1回切って、
2/3 of the way done before you get a single dreamer, which is interesting to think about.
お水飲む。ここですね。
Just drink water,
ちなみにこの
which is like literally what I just did
最
in the
近はで
video.
すね、結構日本人奏者も、人口増えてるんですが、ちょっと前までは全然海外の方が
Yeah, here I
多かったです
talked
ね
about
海外の方が全然
Japanese runners and how many
活発で人口が多い
in like the
RTA ゲームです。
Japanese runners
なん
just gone up
確か
recently
2%
since
だけで
RTA in Japan, which is where any percent was run in front of like 60,000
似たよう
people.
な気がします海外入れると。で、
Woo.
そのうち
Dream Nail drop first try, which is super
日本
nice.
人まあ強いて言うと10人15人ぐらいかないるんですよね。ちなみにここで2300
And then you need 23, 22 geo. You don't get the Hollow SEO because you don't go back to
やっぱ
LEM.
海外勢が強い。その中でウニョさん、
いや
世界
80%
3位なんですけどね。やっぱ強い。
80% has 490 runners at least.
というわけで
All around 490. Almost
夏あたり
500.
から
which is interesting.
じわじわ増えてきてるんですよね。
And Japanese runners have gone up too.
含むんですけど、その数字の中に。最近は日本人奏者が増えてですね、奏者ディスコードまで、
And then you just go back
ディスコ
to
ードサーバーまで立ち上げてしまいました。
Key Station. And I talked about how there's a Japanese Discord server, which is something that I didn't really like touch on too much, but I touched on it a couple times
紹介しますが、
and gave a link for
初心者や
for the
これできる
host to post.
うまい。
I got this jump, right? I got the jump,
コツとか、
and then I couldn't make my way up for some reason, and I got like current patch wall cling,
教えてくれますので、
There.
いろいろ
Like
Kots
right
toka?
here. Like watch here. Watch here. Watch this.
何
I
も
like
取れない。
unclaimed like 3 separate
コツとか
times
教
on
え
that
て
one
く
wall.
れますので、
And I was like, what happened there?
気になる方
It
は
was
最後
so
の見て
weird.
リンク貼りますので、そちらの方もどうぞご覧ください。
I call
で、
it sag.
大の息と買います。
Everything.
で、
Real quick before like, we keep watching, I'm gonna take a quick break. It's been like an hour, but I just need to go to the bathroom real quick. So, yeah, gonna be a quick break, probably like 5 minutes. I'll be back at, let's say, yeah, 11:05 Eastern. Yeah, I'll be back soon. I'll earn an ad break while I'm gone. But yeah. BRB, don't go anywhere. Alright, hello? I'm back. And yeah. I just had to go to the bathroom and stuff real quick. Anyone that stuck around, thanks for sticking around. Alright. I guess let's go back. So spelless just beat Watcher Knights, got Lurian, came back to King Stag. From here it's back to Dirtmouth and then peaks get C dash, right?
日本一ですからね。で、
And
ここベンチ。
yeah. You have to get the bench, which is the same as any percent. You get lantern.
はい。ベンチ座って。
It's the same as any percent.
前助けたスライさん。あ、これちゃう。
I almost got the rancid egg, which would have been like
ランタン買って、
a disaster.
これいろいろと暗いとこが見えるようになります。
If I got the rancid egg, I would have been down like 50 geo, which is not great. Which is not great when you have like 2 more places to get geo, which is like here in Beaston. If I got that, I would have been screwed. That was good movement. That's how I do that room, which is like, it's like I don't know what like the good movement strat is. Quick tolls. Everything was like, this was like a really good C dash split. Like a really good C dash split.
好き嫌い結構分かれる場所なんですよね、水晶さん。自分は綺麗で好きな方。で、ここ、アルティメッ
Got
ト
the
ボク
Pogo.
アックス。
Pogax.
のでしょうか。
Pogax. Coming
欲し
here.
いぞ。当てた、偉い。
New Pogax strat, that was really good. Like, getting Pogax first try is not easy on current patch, so
あるんですが。
you need like super good reaction times. And then this here too. I got the snake jumps, right? I got the snake jumps, I got that. I got stuck there.
あ、できた。へえ、サイクルできたわ。
Let me look at something real quick. You and I were talking about this yesterday, but you're like,
おい、おい。
it doesn't matter if you hit the top. And I think he's right. I don't think it does matter.
あ、できた。へえ、サイクルできたわ。
And I just got God Cycle,
で、ここダメージタンク。
which I don't know. That feels like that was RNG. That's the thing. I should have taken damage there. I shouldn't have, but I thought I would. Take damage there. I'm lucky that I didn't.
神が降臨しました。で、ここまたドリームネルドロップやりますね。
This is all okay. Dream Nail drop here.
まあこんな感じ
Third
です。
try,
ちょっと遅かったで
which
す。
loses like
で、また
a good amount of
で
time.
はい
And then I tried to do this here.
はい。
Third try again, which probably last time because I had to climb back up too.
で、ここで
But it's basically an inventory drop where you can
ま
see
た
where
ア
you're
クションです
going.
ね。
I messed up
ここアク
this.
ションやってできるこれ。でき
This
ない。
jump is not easy. That jump is not easy.
今のでまあ
If you, because it's like a 3 frame window or something where you can input jump and get the wall jump.
でここで
And then I'm at 2 health, which obviously means I'm gonna damage tank and go to 1 health. And go to 1 health, of course, give everyone a heart
でちょっ
attack.
と待って。アンダープラット。うまい
Underplat, give everyone a heart attack again, even though they're already like having a heart attack.
で、ここ、アイテム。
That was a pretty good peak segment, other than missing that 1 jump.
これでスーパー
Other
ダッシュ
than
ができ
missing
ま
that
す
1 jump, that was like a perfect peak segment.
悪いスキップの準備ができました。悪いスキップをやって、
Alright,
次の場所へ向かいます。
and then once you do that, you just quit out, because that's like basically any percent just without Mothity Fireball.
で、ここ、ダートマウスに乗っ
That
て
peak segment was really good though.
もうすぐに使います。もう悪いことします。RTA です。もう RTA で悪いことしない RTA なんてないですよ。
Crossroads Acid,
爽快。
which is pretty okay.
やっぱり爽快。
It was nice.
使いたくなる。だから使う。で、また
C
また、
dash there.
サラを汚染されてます。
Okay.
で、降りると。
And I missed that Dream Nail drop, which is fine because I don't need soul. It's just a little bit slow. It's like missing the inventory drop.
すごい。
Not a big deal at all.
で、ここまた C ダッシュ使って、こっち行って、はい。ここで悪い、
Alright.
悪いスキップの時間です。悪いことをします。
Do that. And Crossroads Acid. which actually I think.
はい、できましたね。
Oh wait, I did get it first try. Never
フォー
mind.
サロ、3スキップ。英語で言うと Forgotten Crosser's Acid Skip。かっこいい。
Forgotten Crosser's Acid Skip. I was like considering whether I should
で、
say
また
that
金の警告に戻ってきましたと。
like in English, and then I did because it was funny.
はい。で、ここ
Saw English in chat.
教師の書庫ですね。
Alright.
で、ここベンチ座ります。怖いから。
And
怖いんだけど。
then here. This, I was very much considering not doing this in an event because it's so scary. It's so scary. It's so scary, but I decided to do Overcharmed Umu. Because
キュウリつけます。
Overcharm is not the scary part. The scary part is that you have Fury. You have Fury and a Fragile Charm on at the same time.
サラダに合いそうなクラゲがいますね。
If you have them both on at the same time, that means you're going to be at 1 health. You're going to be at 1 health fighting a boss. And if you take 1 hit, your run's basically dead. Because you don't have Fury anymore. And that's just scary. You don't have, well, not Fury. You don't have Strength anymore. And that's scary because you just have, like, 1... You just have, like, 70-60% of the damage that you had with Strength. And you're like, it's not a big deal. That's a pretty big deal.
中華風サラダに合いそうなやつ。
But I did do it.
こいつ、みんな嫌い。
And then Umu time.
みんな絶望するやつ。
Umu has one thing that they're supposed to say.
あ
They have three things that they say when you dream nail them. And one of them is
あ、お、
funny
いいじゃん。
because it became a meme in the Japanese like speedrun community again in summer.
いいじゃん。
This is like good RNG for
イベン
Umu.
トで幸運はありがたい。
And Umu, I dream nailed them 3 times. I don't have to dream nail them at all. Every single time they said the exact same thing, which is like the one that I don't want. The one that is not funny. Then this damage tank, which was just scary.
7、8、9。うまい。
And then 9 hits.
9がいいぞ。3、4、5、6、7、8。
Oof. Okay. I'm okay. And Umu, this is okay, right? This is all fine. It's all fine and dandy until Umu decides to do an extra,
これはちょっと
which is scary because I'm like, what do I do?
1、2、
And I barely made it.
4、5、6、7、
And then,
8。
why did I dash there? Why did I dash there? I literally died. I basically died dashing there. Luckily I didn't. But I was basically dead this frame because I just ignored the up slash pogos. I ignored the up slash pogo cycle and just did that instead. And I'm like, why did I do
これ
that?
死んだらね、この繊細な力つけてるから、死んだらアウトです。
And then inventory drop again, frame perfect.
不要絶望ですね。
I should have died there.
来ましたね。
And then it's like
不要絶望。
the luck of being in an event in a marathon that made me not die there.
クイエレルさん。クイエレルさん。ちなみにここで終了です。出番終了。
Yesterday I was getting like tons of ads while I was watching.
で、モノも。
Today I'm not getting any. Huh? Why? Why was I getting so many ads yesterday? I watched this back in Japanese yesterday,
狭くして。
and I was getting ads like once every 10 minutes or something.
早い。
Also funny that you see Cuber
うまく
ask, did you upgrade your PC? Your loads are so fast.
出ました。はい。心臓に悪い。お疲れ様です。
I just like, all I did was decrease the refresh rate of live split and decrease the quality of OBS, and that's it. And everything works. And everything works just fine. At this point, I was minus 15 to Reki.
というわけで、これですね。
I was minus 15 to Reki. This was like easily Reki pace until like the very end. I messed up and lost like 2 seconds there. We're not going to talk about that. There it is. There's the ads. There's the ads. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna mute and turn off the screen during ads because I don't know if that's like something that I can put on stream. I was like, I'm not getting any ads, and then all of a sudden I got ads as soon as I said that. It's like they're listening or something. Drink water. You also drink water too. Water is very good for you. Alright. Climb up out of here, which was okay. It was like normal.
また悪いことをします。今度はもっと悪いことをします。でもその前にここ怖いから。
Then I'm scared, so I just take off Fury because I don't want Fury. I don't want to die. I tested out. Hold on. I tested out Fury for the rest of this run in practice, not because I wanted to, but because I forgot to take Fury off. I tried this. I tried having Fury on from here through QG, through Beast10, through THK. I died to THK, which sucked because that means I didn't have strength anymore. But it was actually okay. Except it was very, very, very scary for THK. 24 damage is nothing to laugh at. But I had to play so careful that just having strength, only strength, and not having to play careful, not having to do it damageless, was so much faster that it gained no time. Fury, spellless, is not optimal for endgame. It's better to just have strength and nothing else.
で、2% でおなじみ悪いことしますね。ここ QGA.
And then QGA. I dunked once, right? And then I immediately got it, which is like, I don't do any QGA categories, which is why it's funny that I just got it second try like that. After taking damage, by the way, too. I'm like, why did I just get QGA second try? I was so surprised that I just got it. I was ready to spend like 30 seconds here. Hold on, give me a sec.
QGA 女王の庭3スキップですね。英語で言うとまた言いますが。
I want to turn Discord notifications off real quick. Queen's Garden's Acid Skip. I just said Queen's Garden's Acid Skip on for English, in English for no reason. And I don't know the drop here. I do know that dropping down the left is probably not optimal for current patch. But I don't know what's faster. I don't know the fastest way to fall down there. And then, yeah, just pogos here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That was like really good. That was really good. I think that's the optimal way to do it on for spellless. And that was okay. That was not. That was not okay. Why did I fall there? But yeah, do that. Keep going. Get the inventory drop here, which I didn't expect to get. Heal twice because I don't need soul. Yeah, I finally talk about how I'm Japanese but also not. and then yeah, into Beast10. Talked about if you don't like spiders, don't watch for like 5 minutes. It ended up being a bit more than 5 minutes. And then into Deep Nest, this was okay. This was okay. This is all fine. Fine and dandy. Got that drop. Talked about how all skills does this dark room. Some memes do it, like all 2% does reverse mask maker from what was it? I don't remember. And I talked about rando for a second, which is funny because I'm actually I submitted a run for Hi Blossom. We're talking about Rando. I submitted Staxis and I submitted a Rando for a different marathon, and we're hoping it gets in. Hi. We're just watching my spelless run from Thursday from the marathon with English commentary because the event was in Japanese. All right, so this is okay, and at this point I'm probably like minus 10 to Reki still. I'm like minus 10 to Reki. Watch.
ランダマイザーも落ちたやばい
Oh, you watched it live? Oh, you watched it on my ult? Really? I should look at the. Did you chat at all? Cause I don't think cause I didn't look. I didn't have the stream open. I just had this chat open. That's it. Falling down here. This was the worst. You did a little. Okay, I'll check that out. I want to look at what you said. Falling down here hurt. It lost me like 45 seconds. Yeah, I was watching this chat. This... Why did I fall down here? I'm not entirely sure why I fell down here. And then wall jump right here. And then here, right? I dashed. And I think I was trying to land. Maybe I was trying to wall jump. And then I jumped, and I dashed too early, and I was trying to wall jump. I was trying to wall jump again here. Wall jump up and then dash over here, right? And I just missed the wall. Why did I miss the wall? I was so confused. And I think even from here I felt that something was wrong, but then I fell.
やばいこれ50秒ロス久しぶり
This is where Reki died. This without this would have been Reki. It was so funny. Alright, and then I climb up. And I was like, I didn't know that there was. I forgot that there was a devout there. If I got hit by the devout, I would have died. And if I got hit by that spit, I would have died, too. Or if I got hit by this spider, I would have died.
50秒ロスです
There was so many points here that I could have just died, and luckily I didn't, because otherwise the room would just be dead.
また同じことをやりますまた同じ動き
So I just keep going, right? And actually do get that C dash this time.
怖い嫌いわかります
What did I do this time? I took it safe, and I could have just fallen back down there.
入りますねここすんごいロスだな
Like, that was not okay.
で
I could have just fallen down again.
ベンチがありますベンチに座って一休憩と思いきや
Trap bench.
動けない
I did the music glitch, which is funny.
ベンチとらわれましたねというわけでまあとらわれのみなんですがここからまた
You see all the sad emotes.
になりますので
The sad hornet emotes.
あれ
In chat.
とらわれたでここから出ます獣の
Beastin was okay. Beastin was like actually pretty good.
ここですね
Cause you do this damage tank, right?
これ2回やります
You did it twice.
これ1対
And
1
that just it's just a 2 cycle.
回復する怖い
80% does it once because they do enough damage with fireball. You don't have fireball, so you just start at 0 damage dealt. With fireball, you start at like 60 out of 100. So in spells, you have to do it twice.
あちょっと怖い
And that was scary, but it was okay.
ここ登って登って
Go there.
よし
Get the
でここ
pogo.
ちゃ
I
んと
thought I
用
would
意し
get
て
hit
つけ
there.
ます
And I saved the grubby.
あ
I saved the
い
grubby.
けた
And I was so happy that I saved the grubby. I was the first person to save a grub in a Japanese event, which is funny because I'm the second person to ever run a Japanese event. But yep, I saved the grubby.
怖いできたよし OK で
And then yep, Hera.
ヘラ
I was just at this point I was just so out of it because I was so sad from falling down
でヘラ
in
優
DV,
勝します
and I was like,
これで
no.
グリーンマン 守護者
I was just
3
like,
体揃いま
no.
した。これでまあクリアできるよ
Oh,
うになります
I
ね。
love that grub emote. I love Holly's grub emote.
すごい気の抜ける音楽一層聞こえる。これちょっとしたバグですね。するときとしないときあります。僕はしました。はい。でまあこれで
Yeah, this is
もう
like
ほぼ終
honestly
盤
a
なんで
pretty
すが
good run.
え
Other than this was a wrecky run if I didn't fall down in DV,
これね
which I'm
この
still
レベルだ
super
と
super mad about.
確か
It could have just been
19% しか取らないん
wrecky.
ですよね。今のゴールドじゃん。
I was so sad.
19% しか達成率たまらないんですよね。このゲーム達成率112% までいきます。やり込み要素が多い。
I'm still sad about it. I'm still sad because it could have been wrecky. It just could have been wrecky, and then it
達成し
wasn't.
ます僕は結構前に。で、
All right,
そういうのもあって、チャームを3つしか揃えてないんですよね。
and then
チャ
DV.
ームを3つ、ボス
Why do I have like 32 extra
せい
TO
ぜい
here?
6体ぐらい。チャーム
Probably because I killed some enemies on my climb up from bottom of DV through midwife room.
やっぱりやり込み要素が多い。それと別に新エンディングもありますし、新エンディン
I'm
グもあり
talking
ま
about
すし、
how I do like nothing in this run because I get 19% out of 112, 3 charms out of 40. Don't do true
バトル
ending.
要素も全然あります。それと苦痛の道というサブエリアにもありまして、アクション好きな方にもいろんな方に愛されるゲーム、いろんなやり方があります。やり込み要素が多い。で、ここで黒い卵の神殿、黒い卵の黒円が溶ける。そしてなぜか
Alright. And then THK. THK was actually pretty
新
good.
エンドのボスは
Lots of parries, but for the luck, it was pretty good.
で、
Spelless
こ
has
のゲームですね。今、スイ
give me a
ッチ版
sec.
ですね。今日確認したんですが、
Spelless has long nail boulders. It has a very very weird early game. Other than that, and other than like there's the early game. There's Pantapogo. There's Umu. Other than that, there's really not much that you can really mess up. Other than those, it's a pretty simple run. Boss fights are easier, simpler because you don't have VS. You just swing your nail a bunch. And yeah, the movement's like basically any percent, which any percent movement isn't really particularly difficult other than the asset skips. There's a bunch of safe strats that you can take. Spelless is not a super difficult run in terms of like meme runs, and there's like three vessel fragments, which does the cursed pogo up to Stag Nest. Clawless Shade Cloak, the crown jewel of cursed runs. Spelless is not that cursed compared to those. It's like a relatively easy
ま
run.
で、半額、740円で売ってます。
It's not a good starting run because there's long nail boulders. But...
Steam 版今
Hi Mellows, sorry, we're already at the THK fight.
1480円ですけど、ウィンターセールで多分割が
There'll be a VOD for it on Twitch and on
そちらの方を推奨します。で、
on YouTube, so if you want to watch that.
フォローナイト、タイトル回収です。
That'll be saved.
まあ、できるだけ張り付いて、釘だけで戦っていきます。
And you watched yesterday. I did talk about some different stuff this time, but
多分使ったんじゃないですけど。早いな。
oh yeah, real quick. Yesterday, Mellows, during the review, like the watching it back in Japanese, made this. I'm gonna show this again, because it made me really happy. This image, and it was so cool. And I found it so funny how it was it's all in Japanese, you can't like read it, but there's fury, there's strength, there's the nail, there's VS crossed out. The best part is how the nail, if you look closely, it's nail 1, and I'm like, that's so much attention and detail and so cool, and I was like, this is so cool, and thank you. Thank you so much for making this, Melos. And like my little avatar too. It's so cute. You forgot Longnail? Yeah, it's fine. Longnail's like the most important part too. Like you can't get out of Crossroads without Longnail. Or Dream Shield, but like no. I was like so happy about it. I'll keep this guy down here. Again.
早いな。ああ。パリ出ましたね。
Yeah.
遅延行為のパリ。パリ。パリ。
There's so many parries in this THK fight.
遅い。
It was not a quick fight. For the luck that I got, I feel like I did pretty well.
ああ。
But my luck was not great.
パリない取れましたね。ちなみにここ、1ダメージですね。
And then THK does the self stab again, which is just slow.
ありがとう。
Because I only do 1 damage during it.
ペチペチ。あ。
Then here I just do that.
パリ。
Another
こん
parry.
な感じで倒していきますね。
This fight was not bad.
お、スクリーンスキップできたわ。
I didn't think I would get that. I took damage way too early, but I got it anyways.
で倒す。はい。
And yeah,
これで終了ですね。
THK
ラス
done.
ボス。
That was a good
でこれ
run.
画面が真っ黒になって
But like, Horn overall went real smooth. Yeah, it went real smooth. The run went real smooth. First try Pantapogo was really good. Green Path was pretty good. False Knight was a little slow, could have been better. Getting Longnail was pretty good. Longnail Balder went pretty smooth. Claw was smooth. MMC was a gold. I dunked a couple times in Fungal. That was about it. Got Claw. Chase Skip was good. Dream Plats I fell off once, lost like 7-8 seconds. Watcher Knights, bad RNG, otherwise really good. City Movement was pretty good. Peaks was really good. Peaks was really good other than missing that one jump in the C-Dash Gauntlet. Umu was good. Umu was good. I did Overcharm Umu 2 cycle. All that was good. Second try QGA. Always good to hit. Petra Arena really good. All of QG was like pretty dang good. Went to Deep Nest and then the entire run fell apart in a matter of seconds. A matter of like less than a second. Yeah, that Umu, that Umu, that was so good. I almost died there. I should have died there. I'm gonna say this again. I should have died at Umu. But I guess it was the event luck. The event luck said, nope, you're not gonna die here at Umu today. So I didn't die at Umu. But yeah, falling down in DV, that sucked. Beastdown was really good. THK was pretty good. This was like, if I didn't fall down in DV, this was pretty comfy recce. And it should have been. Which is interesting, because this is like a beginner event. It should have been recce. But it wasn't. I'm still sad. I love the like prevalence of the KHK emotes as opposed to the Arcane Japan emotes. It's so funny just watching and seeing so many of these. And then yeah. Then I just gave like or like conclusion, closing statements, all that sort of stuff, all in Japanese. You don't want to hear that. I really wanted like run in more events. This was so much fun. This event was so much fun to run in, and like seeing everyone, like I said earlier, seeing people say thank you, Mr. Lem. That was like so cool, and I was like, I'm running in an event, aren't I? That was like when I realized I'm running in an event. The tier emotes were Japanese HK speedrunning. Absolutely. They're so good. They're such good emotes. And they're so You can use them so like everywhere. It's so good. You have an emote for basically everything. You have an emote for when you die to Elder Who, right? And you die to you miss the Umu 1 cycle or 2 cycle. You have an emote for that. You die elsewhere. You just put down an Uno sad. There's so many. It's so good. It's so easy to just use them anywhere. Yeah. I really want to do more events. Even like I submitted one for Indie-thon. Hopefully that gets in. Maybe I'll get in with Deltarune. Who knows? I also submitted Deltarune to that. If there are no emotes for glitches, there are not emotes. There are not emotes for glitches, but you could just put down a Watcher Knights emote. It's like, whoa, that was cool. There's no Japanese glitch runners. You didn't walk like storage emote. Yeah, that's like not a bad emote though. That's not a bad emote idea. There's not one for everything. You could use an emote that already exists. Oh my gosh. Hopefully I get into need an emote for when you're floating flying. Yeah, that I can understand. I want an emote for that too. Hopefully I get into Indie-thon. Maybe I'll get in with Deltarune. Soft like you just put down a sad. Real quick though, I just want to show this one game, which was like next in RTA bootcamp. I'm gonna turn the volume down a little bit. This run, I just want to talk about this real quick at the very end. The very end. This game was so funny. It's just oatmeal. You just eat oatmeal. It's so funny. It's such a funny run. And I was like, oh my gosh. Speedrunning learn Japanese percent. Have fun. It's not easy. This game is so funny. I really want to play this game now. This was like the perfect advertisement for this game. I want to play oatmeal. I want oatmeal. It's such a funny game. And then, right? You think it's okay. And then you eat oatmeal, right? And then it's on a bowling lane. Why are you eating oatmeal on a bowling lane? And then you keep going, and this level, the lasers like shoot at you. They shoot at the spoon, and I'm like, what in the world? This game is making me hungry. It's making me hungry. It's making me want to play this game too. It's making me want to play this game. Hold on, oatmeal game. And what's funny is this runner had never eaten oatmeal before, so. At the end of their run, they just pulled out a bag of like Kellogg's oatmeal and ate it, and I was like, that's such a good bit. And I love that. And you ordered food an hour ago and it's been arriving in 10 minutes for 30 minutes. Oh no. Oh no. They're like delivery person's like lost. Alright, hold on. Oatmeal on Steam. Oh, it's like $5. I might get that. It's a $5 game. Oatmeal percent. Oh, they got a day one patch in July, and that's about it. Please read system requirements. System requirements, DirectX version 11, and that's it. Alright. I might consider it. But yeah. I just want to show this real quick before finishing. Hold on. There's so many bowling balls. It's so funny. I'm just. What in the world is this game? Yeah, I just wanted to show that. Yeah. It's been like an hour and a half. We watched back the run. I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to end stream here. I want to do a run, but it would take so long to set up OBS again at the lower resolution to do runs that I don't think it's worth it to do that right now. I'll probably do a run tomorrow with like TE or something, and I'll probably do a couple offline runs. But yeah, that's about it. For now, it's like almost midnight Eastern. I'm gonna end stream here. Yeah. Thank you all for watching this stream. Hope you enjoyed. We watched back the marathon run from yesterday. If you enjoyed the stream and you want to catch more, even though I think everyone watching right now has already done this, feel free to subscribe on Twitch or follow on subscribe on YouTube or follow on Twitch, and that'll make sure you get notified for my next streams. We're gonna give someone a raid. We're gonna give Math a raid. He's running ACN right now, I think. Yeah, marathon ACN practice. We'll give Matt the raid. Thanks. Okay, we're gonna give Matt the raid. He's running ACN for marathon practice. Sub. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the sub, Blossom. I didn't ignore. I didn't say that. Okay, I didn't say that. Ignore that I said that. Okay, I'm just gonna end stream. We're gonna give Matt the raid. He's running ACN for one and done-a-thon practice, which is fun because I just ran a marathon too, so we're gonna give him some love his way. Thank you all for watching. I'll stream again. Tomorrow might be a Japanese stream. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great day.
Sawa. Karen also features the play. Nice. Alright. Thanks for the raid, Sawa. What were you up to? Welcome on in. What's up, Run Mullins? I appreciate that. Thanks for the luck. I do need it. This green pot split has been kind of atrocious, but you know what? It's fine. And it gets more atrocious. Yes, you're allowed to flirt in my chat. That's true. Although it's like much more appreciated if the flirting is with me. Watching back your spelless run from RTA bootcamp. Oh, nice. How was it? First of all, how was the run? And second of all, how was watching it back? Exactly. Run was record pace if you didn't fall in Distant Village. Oh god. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. That's actually awesome. That's... You don't know about telling everyone to play with you. I mean, it's happening anyway. It's fine. Fucking, are you serious, Hornet?
I just realized I'm still streaming.
Okay, ready to lose 30 seconds here? No, only 20, but still. That was a very bad green path.
Yeah, gonna do probably a spelless run, not a spelless, TE run tomorrow.
You should start winding down for bed too.
Tomorrow night in
That's
Japanese.
understandable, Graham. Thank you.
That'll be interesting.
Watched it back in Japanese yesterday.
Alright, I'm gonna end stream. Thanks for watching the pod.